You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZWLP Conroe and 106.1 KZCCLP Conroe and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Hi, this is Cindy Cochran. Welcome to the podcast of my show. Remember, you can join me live every weekday morning from 10 to 11 a.m. on Lone Star Community Radio, on Conroe's FM 106.1 and 104.5, and globally on irlonestar.com. If you're a big fan of my podcast, subscribe to my YouTube and SoundCloud channels, and you're always invited to my Facebook page, The Cindy Cochran Show. The Cindy Cochran Show is brought to you by our titled sponsor, the Wooten Financial Group. Call today for all your financial concerns, 936-449-5952. Good morning, everybody. Oh, I am so excited to be here. You are listening to The Cindy Cochran Show, and it is Monday. Oh, yeah, it is a scary Monday here because the weather is horrible. It's just... that's the only word for it, is horrible. And I didn't even hear Willis, Texas mentioned in the weather. You know, on 104.5.
It's Montgomery County.
No, but Willis, Texas is where I'm from. So I need to hear a specific, because we're at 104.5 is where you can pick up our show on FM. And it goes into Willis and New Waverly and all that. And so when you say... you know, it's just kind of, but it was horrible in Willis. I mean, it was driving rain like hurricane rain as I'm driving down 45.
Well, that's where I come from, too, because I actually live past you.
That's right.
All the way up into...
Huntsville area.
No, not Huntsville.
Oh, sorry.
Cold Spring off of Lake Livingston, off the south point of Lake Livingston. So I come right by you.
Yes, that's
through
right.
Through Willis.
You can stop by and say hi sometime. And especially in your way when you start going to school and when you come back to see your parents. You don't want to stop and say hi?
I'll come say hi to Sam. How about that?
Hey, shut. Oh, wait, that's not nice at all.
And little Cindy.
I'm the one that will make the brownies and milk when you come by.
I don't need any more sweets. I'm buttered
Grandma's home. Hey, I'm so excited to be here. It's been so long since I was gone. All last week I was gone. Sunday and Monday, I was driving to San Antonio, Austin, and then came back. It was very short. Like 48 hours. And then on Friday and Saturday, I was driving to San Antonio, 48 hours back, there and back within that time.
For your daughter, or?
No, Austin was my daughter. She had a gig there near Austin, and so we went up there to help her out, and then San Antonio was for Camp Bandina for Samuel. This was his first week away from us, that long at camp. And it was brutal. It was brutal for us, the family. He did fine, but it was horrible for us. We kept calling everybody, trying to get him to find out if he's okay, what's he doing, is he happy, and all that. And I was terrible. I'm sure people are going like, oh no, Cindy's calling again. Nobody answer. Don't answer. Don't answer the phone, because all she's going to do is get you caught up in her wanting what she's going to want you to go tell Sam. Samuel, are you okay? Are you doing fine? Your grandma misses you. She loves you, because he brought his phone, and that was okay to have a phone, but he didn't bring the chargers, and that's an important thing. So anyway, that was hard. So that's what I did. I was just driving every day. It seemed like, and never stopping. I drove 5 hours without stopping to get to Camp Bandina because they were going to have a talent show, and he was going to be in the talent show. I was such a grandmother, and never stopped. When I got out of that car, my legs were going like, what are you doing to us? You're too old to do this.
Well, your bladder was probably getting ready to splatter, so.
So you don't drink anything. You wear Depends. No, I didn't. I didn't. But that was a good idea. I should have done that. But no, you just don't drink anything. You don't eat anything. You don't drink anything, and you just drive like a bat out of hell. But it was so much fun. Everything was great.
What did he do for the town show?
Well, what's funny is that he has. I'm going to let this person listen to the show. I'm going to put them on speaker, and they can hear. No, she can hear for calling me during the show. Christy, this is my oldest daughter calling me.
Oh.
You know I'm doing this show. She probably thought I wouldn't go in because it's so bad. The weather's so bad out there. But I couldn't miss seeing Jake, the engineer, and Jayden, the intern.
And our surprise guest.
And then our surprise guest, it'll be later on in the show. But anyway, why do y'all do that? And that gets me off totally what I was doing.
Why do we not turn your phone off or turn it on silent?
It's all
I don't know.
fault.
Come on, Jayden. We got to remember to turn her electronics off for her.
Okay, I have. All right, let's start the show. The Cindy Cochran Show. The Cindy Cochran Show. Okay, here we go. A Sherlock Holmes question.
Yes.
Now, if any of you have any Sherlock Holmes, kind of intuitiveness, this is going to be interesting if you figure this out quickly. I don't think you will, but this sounds like something you would see in the movie. All right, so a person gets out of the car, and it is raining. That's not a big clue. Okay, you know it's raining. That's one of the clues. It's raining. But the person gets out of the car, and they're walking up to the store or coming into the home or whatever, and half of them is wet and splattered with water, like they've been rained on, but it's only half of them. What were they doing to be able to get out of a car and have that kind of look? What do you think it is?
They had the window rolled down?
They had the window rolled down. That's one. That's you got that right.
And a fire hydrant was on.
No.
Oh.
No. The window was rolled down. Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
I don't know.
All right. Nobody gets it. That's from driving through Taco Cabana and them taking so long to take the order. And so I drive up to the window and I look down and half of me is totally soaked. And so to get back at the person that made me wait so long out there, keep your windshield wipers on. It's hilarious. You drive up and they open the window and your windshield wipers goes whap and just all the water goes into the little cubby hole, and they close the window and they open it back up and say, "What do you want?" And instead of saying, "Would you turn your windshield wipers off, please, ma'am?" But that was my only revenge. But that was so weird. It was a perfect line right down my shirt. Down my
was it
leg.
raining?
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
yeah.
This morning or?
Yeah, this morning. It was just driving rain, but I was hungrier than I was worried about, putting the window down while it's raining like that. But I wanted, and they have this little shed that doesn't keep anything out as you drive under there and say, hello, is anybody there? Come on. I need to, because it's raining. And I can't do this through the window. So you sit there and get totally wet while they take their time and take the order and say, just a minute, let me get, you can give me the total when I get to the window. Have you got all the food I want? Yes. Okay. So
You can't hear them through your car window? Because
they couldn't hear me.
Well, I usually can hear them, and then that's when I'll roll down the window.
Oh.
If it's raining outside.
Yeah. I think it was pretty loud. I didn't even think about that. I thought, it's just my instinct. Instinct is, it's like, second nature. You roll up to a speaker, you've got to roll that window down and give food orders. And in fact, my cousin was such a terrible cook. She didn't like to cook or anything. That her daughter probably was 6 years old before she found out you don't have to get food from talking to a clown. And so it was just sad.
A brown bag dinner?
So she got fast food all the time. Okay. All right, so I've got to find out if you guys did y'all go to camp when you were kids?
Yeah.
You did go, except Jayden.
I didn't. No.
No.
What was wrong with your childhood?
Because he lives in the woodlands. In the woodlands,
Yeah,
people that's beneath them.
That'll do it.
That's camp as it is. Yeah.
Yes.
That's my kind of camp.
That's right.
Luxury dining, fine shopping.
Roughing it to Woodlandites is like having to stay in a Holiday Inn. So, that's
I was going to say a Radisson, but yeah.
But speaking of places to stay, I had to find a place to spend the night when I went to camp on Friday. And so I went to we're driving down Bandera. I don't know if you've ever been to Bandera or not.
I've got an aunt that that lives there.
That lives there? Tell her never to. Okay. Never go to this hotel. There's only one, I think, in Bandera.
I've stayed in that hotel.
The River Oak Inn?
Yes, I've stayed in that hotel.
You know, I'm going to have to hold this over as a tease because I can't tell you what happened to us, and that it will gross you out. And so I will tell you when we get back from this break what happened at the River Oaks Inn. And I'm going to say that name and probably give out the address and phone number because instead of going to Yelp, I'm going to do it over the Cindy Cochran Show.
So, Dick, when you get a call from a lawyer later about being sued because you're host, yeah, you know why.
Oh, no, this guy will not touch me. That manager is... Okay, the conversation I had with him, you'll love it. Anyway, we will be right back after this. You're listening to Cindy Cochran Show, Real Reality Radio, and we want to thank everybody here today. I just want to thank everybody here and all our listeners, and Don and Dennis and Carly. Carly couldn't make it over here because of the rain, so we want to say hi to her. Anyway, so I'm telling you guys, thank you for listening, and we'll be right back.
Every week I get asked the same two questions. Am I ready to retire? Will my savings last for our lifetime? Hi, this is Chris Wooten with Wooten Financial Group. Our firm has been in Montgomery County for decades, but the hopes and dreams of the people we serve never change. If these two questions are on your mind, we'd like to help. We have a simple, introductory client experience that allows us to get to know you and includes a few meetings for you to kick the tires at no charge. We'll provide you with a one-page summary that helps you get a better handle on which questions are the right questions for you. To take the first step to a clear direction for your retirement, call Wooten Financial at 936-449-5952. That's 936-449-5952. Or visit us on the web at wootenfinancial.com. That's WOOTTON financial.com. Get started today.
Our talk shows and music shows are looking for sponsors. Want to expand your brand awareness? Reach the hyper-local audience in Montgomery County? Lone Star Community Radio sponsorships accomplish this. Want to see our stats and rates? Check out irlonestar.com/sponsor for more information. Or call in and leave us a message at 936-647-3776.
And we're back on the Cindy Cochran Show. Thank you so much for joining us and listening in. We know you have a choice of who you want to listen to, and you want to listen to me, right? I mean, we're only here to help you, encourage you, and inform you. So I got to inform you of this. Tomorrow, Michael Player will be here as a guest, and he's going to bring his guitar and sing. You know, I need to do with him. He was here one time. He's a country artist singer here around town, very popular. And so I said, okay, we're going to talk about how to write a country song. And so I put him on the spot. I gave him a subject matter, and I said, now I want you to write a song about that. And and he did it, and it was so good. It was really fun. You weren't here at that time.
I wasn't
okay.
here then.
It was fun. So I may have to challenge him again to do that because that was hilarious.
We've had so many musical artists in here. Who is the one that did y'all's old you and
Jared Starrett.
Jared Starrett. That's right,
I was going to call Lisa his manager and
because I would love to get him in here. To do the Jake and Joey show. So.
That would be great. What do you mean, Jake and Joey show?
Oh, sorry. I mean the Cindy Cochran show. Sorry.
Okay, Jake. Boy, shameless. Just shameless. Jake also has a show. Okay, give us a plug for your show.
Oh, yes, I do have my own show every Wednesday from 1 to 2 p.m. here on Lone Star Community Radio. It's Jake from Sports Talk with my khakis on, ready to go, ready to talk the latest and the greatest of the sports world. Tune in this week. We have the first edition of actual football talk this week, and I am super excited. I'm a super football nerd, and to get the actual first chance to talk about football this week, I'm pumped.
Well, I mean, Jake and Jayden's going to be your sounding board, right?
Yep, Jayden will be operating my board.
And I heard that Jayden is into sports and he's pretty well versed.
He's a basketball nerd.
Yeah.
Ah, he would love my story about the Houston Rockets. Okay, what?
And basketball is definitely more my realm.
Than football?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is that it? Because
basketball and baseball.
well, see, that's good. Basketball, baseball, and football. And Richard only knows about ice hockey.
Soccer, not ice hockey. Soccer. He knows about soccer. I'm the one who knows about ice hockey.
No. He knows. No, he loves hockey. He loves the arrows. He loves hockey.
The arrows don't exist.
That was when we very first started doing the show. He would talk about hockey and all that. That's what he loved.
Well, he's big into soccer because he's a Bayern Munich fan.
So we have two questions we got to ask him. One about, and then the other. Okay, all right.
Because I'm the hockey lover.
You're the hockey lover.
I'm the hockey lover and the lacrosse lover. I'm the one who likes the back esports.
Yeah, I was going to say those are so boring. Nobody does that here anymore. They just don't do that.
Watch yourself. Watch yourself.
So join Jake from Sports Talk every Wednesday from 1 to 2.
Have you listened yet, Cindy?
Not at all. But I'm good because
love and support.
No, because I'm going to binge listen to him on YouTube.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right.
So
I'm sure that's
the
what
Radisson of Bandera.
Okay, so all right, thank you.
I have to get her back on track, otherwise she'll go off.
That's right. Okay, so I had stayed this place like 10 years ago. I couldn't believe it was still there. Oh my goodness, it's still there, and I couldn't remember it if I had a good time or not. It didn't matter. So we had to have some place to sleep. So I go in and check him, and he's going to charge me $100 for the room. I went, it's like 10 o'clock at night. I mean, I'm a senior. And you just told me that kids sleep for free, come in for free under 17, and they're all under 17. And you're going to charge me $100? And he goes, well, okay, I'll give you $10 off. $10 off. Is that okay? I said, okay, $10 off. All right, okay, but that's it? That's all you can do for me? He says, yes, that's all I can do for you. I said, okay. So he said, you may want the suite. We have a suite. I said, you have a suite? What's the suite? And he goes, oh, we have, like a suite. So it's very good suite. And I said, well, how much is that? And he said, $113. So I thought, okay, I'll stay with the $90, room. Okay, fine. So we go, and I can't get the TV to come on at all. Nothing works. And he told me, and he has to go to a seminar to show you how to use this. It's a dish thing, and how to use it. And I'm going like, yay, I hope I can make this work. And so I, of course, couldn't. So I came back. He said, I'll go fix it while you're gone. I said, okay, fine, thank you. So we leave, go get something to eat, come back, and he says, all fixed. And I said, great, okay. And we go in there, and within 1 hour, I killed 5 roaches.
That's what I was going to say. You were sleeping with my little buddies.
Oh, my word.
I walked in there when we stayed there last time. I turned on the light. It was like probably 40 or 50 of them just scattered. And I was like, and there's nowhere else to sleep in that town. And I'm not sleeping in my family's trailer.
I'm so glad you said that, because I want to tell you at the end of this, so I'm not trying to let Cindy and Samuel, my grandchildren, know, because Cindy would freak and she would run and stand in the middle of the street until she said they're all gone. But she hates roaches, and so does Samuel. But I thought, I'm not going to tell them. And they're eating their dinner, and I kill one, and I try and do it very discreetly, like I see it and I put my foot up on the wall and, knock it down and stomp at it. And then there's another one, and then there's another one. And one's in the bed, crawling in the bed, and I go like, oh my, and I couldn't believe it. So Cindy's taking a bath, Samuel fell asleep, and I've killed 4. And I'm going, this has got to consist of an infestation. This is horrible. And I look up, and there's this tree roach crawling along the ceiling. And I'm going, no, because it's getting ready to crawl over where Samuel's sleeping, and if it drops, I'm like, so I'm watching it, and it goes right past him, past the bed. So I get the chair and drag it up to the wall and stand on the chair, and I've got the shoe. And the last thing that this roach does with his little tentacles and his little feet, he turns around and looks like I go, bam, and knock him. And I'm sure the people next to me were going like, what is going on over there? And the roach drops down, and just as it drops down, Cindy comes out of the bathroom with a towel and going, what happened? And I'm standing up in the chair with the shoe going, nothing. I was just, I can touch the ceiling with it. And she goes, Grandma, you're so crazy. And so she goes back, and they never found out. So at lunch the next day, I said, okay, now I can tell y'all.
Oh, you told them?
Yeah, I had to tell him. But
he'll never go back to that camp again.
No, it wasn't the camp. It was the.
I know, but he had to stay at that hotel because of that camp.
That's true. It did leave a bad taste in their mouth. But they're eating it, I'm telling them. And they're going, I'm so glad you didn't tell us. I would. So, but anyway, I was so angry. I didn't know how to handle this. And I wanted to do this, diplomatically. So I go up to the manager. He's working on something outside. So there was no one else around. And I said, excuse me, I have a question for you. He said, yes. I said, if you took your family on vacation, you went to a place and they charged you top dollar for the room, and you walk in and within the first hour you've killed 5 roaches, including a big tree roach, what would you do? He says, well, that would never happen here because we have all of this is all protected and we don't ever happen here. So don't worry. I said, no. I'm the one who killed. I'm telling you a little story. I'm the one who killed the 5 roaches and I want to know what you would do. And he said, I don't know. I would never do that. I said, okay. And he's just like, okay.
I would have asked for some sort of compensation back for that because that's bad.
He should have comped the room. I mean, that's what a good manager would have done. But the kids are so afraid I'm going to embarrass them. I'm going to do something to do.
But it's you're not like, embarrassing
your
them
$100.
If you're standing up for yourself.
Yeah, right? It was just like that. And he says, in my room? And I said, yes, it's in 103. We're in 103, and it was in your room. And he goes, no. I said, I have a picture. It's on my phone. And he goes, no, it's. I'm so sorry. He just kept saying, I'm so sorry. I said, okay, we'll just let it go. And I let him keep the $100 so he could get a better exterminator in there.
Yeah, but that's not going to change. I had family members that worked at that hotel.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe this is just so great.
They when they were younger, but yes, they've worked at that hotel before.
Well, you validated me. See, I feel like, okay, now, tell people this.
It wasn't just you.
Yeah, so that is, and you thought 40 or 50 scrambled. Oh, that's so great. Well, I'll call him. I'm going to call him and tell him. He's so lucky. No, but he still has my card number, doesn't he? He could charge other things on my card, right?
I think there's like a 2-day grace period on that. They can't charge anything after a certain time period.
Okay. Anyway, other than that, it's a shame because the room was okay and all that except for the complicated TV, and they had the ice box and the microwave.
They had the standard hotel stuff.
Yeah, that you didn't open.
The bathtub I think I had when we stayed there last was half rusted, but It
was a big bathtub.
It was a big bathtub, but half rusted.
So
I thought I was going to have to get a tetanus shot leaving that place.
You just don't know whether you should tell people, like, go knock on all the doors. Hey, there's roaches. There's an infestation. Leave, run.
Yeah, but a lot of those people probably don't care. They're not big city folk like us from Willis, Texas.
I think they all been tubing, for the whole day.
Yeah.
And so they don't care. They just want something.
What camp was it that he was at?
At Bandera. Bandina, because it's between Medina and Bandera. So it's Bandina Christian Youth Camp is the name of it. And it was, and that place is so cool. It's very cool. But it just made me so mad because that really did take a lot of my money away. That's a lot of money. And so, anyway, that's it. I'm not going to talk about camping anymore, but I do want to talk about Spider-Man Homecoming when we come back. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, so don't go away because you got some money to spend at the show, I hope, because they're finally starting to get some pretty decent stuff coming into the theaters. So, and Dunkirk starts this week.
That's the one I'm excited for.
Everybody is really excited about that. So we'll talk about that. Anyway, guys, I hope that you'll be back. You're listening to the Cindy Cochran Show, and I want to thank our sponsor, the Wooten Financial Group. Everybody together, woot, woot, wooten. Here we go. Woot, woot, woot. Oh, okay. You'll never forget it. The Wooten Financials that's brave enough to sponsor this program. And if you are looking to, you're getting ready to retire, you just want to get your money together and someone to help you with that, the Wooten Financial Group is the guys to do it. They've been around here a long time. And that says something, Right. Okay, we'll be right back. Cindy Cochran Show, Real Reality Radio.
Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show, with monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776.
Every week I get asked the same two questions. Am I ready to retire? Will my savings last for our lifetime? Hi, this is Chris Wooten with Wooten Financial Group. Our firm has been in Montgomery County for decades, but the hopes and dreams of the people we serve never change. If these two questions are on your mind, we'd like to help. We have a simple, introductory client experience that allows us to get to know you and includes a few meetings for you to kick the tires at no charge. We'll provide you with a one-page summary that helps you get a better handle on which questions are the right questions for you. To take the first step to a clear direction for your retirement, call Wooten Financial at 936-449-5952. That's 936-449-5952. Or visit us on the web at wootenfinancial.com. That's WOOTTON financial.com. Get started today.
And we're back on the Cindy Cochran Show. Boy, that was smooth. Jayden did a good job. Did you see how he calmed me down
Jayden's
to
operating the board. I think
smooth?
he's got a good sensei.
And good. We love our interns. So we've had 2, and it's just been great. They're both so
3,
good.
but my status got upgraded.
Oh, you jumped from intern to running the whole show, and talking smack to me. That was, like...
Well, that's what got me here. That's why Dick likes you so much. I talk smack to you.
But at least you always say, "I'm kidding." And
I am
but
kidding.
Richard
I love
doesn't.
you, Cindy.
I love you too. It's so sweet. He says, "I want to take him home with me and he'd be my grandpig."
I think
You be my
little
grandbaby.
Cindy would like that too.
Oh boy, she loves you. Cindy loves you. Speaking of which, I gotta tell you, 4th of July. Did y'all do fireworks and stuff?
Oh, of course.
You did?
Yeah.
Did you Nobody.
Not in the Woodlands. It's banned.
Oh,
Yes, but you didn't
that's
drive
right.
somewhere and
I
shoot them?
didn't.
No, everybody puts it on their iPhone and they hold their sparkler up like this.
That's
for their
un-American. That's now Woodlands. I
that's
can understand. There's
ridiculous.
tons of trees and everything.
Yeah.
I can understand it where the safety is not. Yeah, that's not there. But you drive. You go
But
somewhere.
you go somewhere. Come
and
to
you do
Willis. the Willis. They go crazy in
up there.
Willis.
They don't care. They
don't
just
care.
let you light anything on fire.
That's exactly. We burn our trash. We burn
Houses,
everything.
trailers.
Yeah, it's everything.
Double wides, triple wides.
Say, are you making fun of?
No,
Oh,
of
okay.
course not. I live out in the Bumpkin area too. Cold Springs got less people than
What Bumpkin area? Okay, wait till we are very sophisticated elitists out there.
Cold Spring has like not even an eighth of y'all's population, so I'm more of a.
I thought you were going to say eighth of y'all's teeth. Okay, so but anyway,
I like Sam too much to say that.
4th of July. Everybody went crazy this year. I love it. There was so much patriotism. I went to Kroger. Everybody at Kroger had on red, white, and blue shopping for their stuff. It was just like everybody knew. Everybody got the memo except me. I had on a black shirt. But I was like, I'm so proud of everybody. This is awesome. And then we go home and fix dinner, and we went and watched fireworks at my grandson's house, my little grandson's house. My son's house, because it's his birthday. Cash's birthday is on the 4th of July. So he thinks this is all for him. This is hilarious. This kid, wow, they're back shooting firecrackers because I was born this day. So we went and had a great time, watched fireworks. This one guy that was at the party, Joey Cirillo, was there, and he said, "Hey, I'm going to go get some fireworks." This guy he got fireworks. They were called Top Dogs, or I don't know, something you do with dogs, but these big boxes, and you light them, and these things go off like, here goes. But this is like stuff that you'd go pay or
At a professional
venue. and it's in the middle of a street in a neighborhood, and those things go off, and you feel like it's war. I mean, you go inside the house, and it does sound like that's what war would sound like outside. Yeah. So, but you know what? When we got home, people were still popping firecrackers. It was like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. They're still popping. It's still 4th of July. And so I'm going to bed, and I walk past the window, and I hear tap, tap, tap. And I'm going like, yeah. Okay, we're 500 feet away from the street, and we're on about 5.5 acres. So when you hear tap, tap up on the window, and it's like 11 o'clock at night or something, you feel like this isn't going to be good. And it's on a side window. It's not like the front door somebody's tapping or like somebody's trying to get your attention. It's on a side window. And so I immediately went and got a knife. I just got this big knife from the kitchen. And now we have artillery in our house because Sam is a big gun person. And so we have guns like everywhere. But I went and got this knife and thought, if somebody is trying to get in, what am I going to do? And Samuel was asleep in a room where the door wasn't locked. I didn't lock the door yet. So I went over to lock the door. And then this is what's so bad about man caves. I have to call Sam over in the barn where his man cave is and say, okay, somebody just tapped on the window. And I can't see anything. So would you check it out? And he goes, okay, wait, I'll have to get the gun, but I'll be over there. So he gets a gun and he walks around the house, and there's nobody there apparently. And he comes in and he goes, you know what you're hearing? You're hearing the reverberation of the fireworks going off.
Yeah, with the glass vibrating.
But it was like tap, tap, tap. It wasn't like boom, boom, like the other. It sounds like somebody's throwing stuff at your house. But this was like a tap. He says it wasn't a tap, tap, tap. It's just like, let's just stand here, wait. And so it happened again. I'm like, okay. So I put the knife away. He put the gun away. Everything was fine. So
well, yeah, it was really cool. I worked at Fox that day, and for the listeners, that's my other job. I work at the Fox Network Center in the Woodlands, and I usually get off fairly late. I got off at 9 o'clock that night, and so driving home, I was going back to Katy to go shoot off fireworks with my niece and nephew, and it was so cool to take that 99 loop all the way around over to Katy.
Yeah.
And just to see because there's not a lot of street lights on there.
No.
And so it's dark enough to where you can see the entire city just lighting off, I don't know how many fireworks. It was so cool to see from 99 Northwest Houston all the way to downtown Houston, just shooting off fireworks.
Well,
it was really awesome.
Everybody was in for it. They just wanted to just do as much of the fireworks as they could and look the part. Flags were on everybody's cars and stuff. It was just amazing. I loved it.
What changed from this 4th of July to last 4th of July?
Donald Trump.
Oh, well, there you go. You might have your answer there on that one.
Conservatives are coming out to play.
Yeah, we bought these new fireworks, and I had never seen them before. And they're these little pyramids, and they spin really fast, and then they shoot up, and they whistle in the air.
Yes.
And they're really cool. But the first one we did had a little malfunction to it, and it came shooting right at me. It didn't go up in the air. And my niece and nephew were just like wide-eyed, thought that this was supposed to be, how it works, and I was, hopping and skipping and trying to get. I finally just said, forget it. I'm tucking and rolling, and I tucked and rolled. And my entire family's laughing their butts off at me, and my niece and nephew are cracking up. And I'm just sitting there like, well, wasn't that fun? We did another one and it worked, so that was good.
It was fun, except for that scary part, but it was fun. Okay, the movie coming out, Spider-Man Homecoming, has got such amazing reviews. Everybody that I know that's going to see it, that I usually respect what they say they like and stuff, has talked about how good it was. So, has anyone seen it?
Nope.
No? Okay. All right. Well, it's gotten incredible reviews, as well as The Sick. The Big Sick. The Big Sick.
Yeah.
That has gotten really good reviews. And also, what'd you say, Austin? Baby Driver. Austin McComb is in the house. Woo! And Austin is not contemplating. He's going to do a show, but he has to go through all of the
rigmarole
steps, the vetting, and all that. That's Donald Trump should study what Richard does to make sure before you can be on this show.
Yeah, if he chooses his cabinet members the way Dick chooses his hosts.
Everything will be fine. We'll all be safe.
The best run country in the world.
So, and why I'm still on the air, I don't know. I think it's because
your grandmother did.
That was good. Yeah, that's about right. So, Austin's going to be doing a show on entertainment. Tell us a little about what you're going to be doing.
Well, one of my favorite things in the whole world is just basically the whole scope of entertainment and, movies, music, games. And some of the stuff I'm going to be doing on my show are top 10 lists, reviews, going to be talking about potential leaks and rumors. And
about celebrities?
Yeah, about celebrities. I don't do TMZ news. I don't.
Okay.
No, I like to get as hard as entertainment news can get.
But not do TMZ style. Okay.
Not gossip.
So not following the Kardashians style.
No, but you are going to talk about some of the gossip and the rumor and the things that are going on, and they can either believe it or not, right? Yeah. You're Ripley. Okay. So, that's going to be cool. What about around the local area? Are you going to be doing a lot of local stuff?
Yeah, I'm going to try and involve the community by, for example, a few weeks ago, unfortunately, Roger Moore passed.
Right.
And so at a theater, they were showing The Spy Who Loved Me, one of the best Bond films of all time.
Yes.
Roger Moore's honor. And so I'm going to be telling people, when special events like that happen. And also at the Grand a few weeks ago, they were doing a special screening of The Godfather, which I went to go see, and it was so cool to see it on the big screen.
Right. Well, one of your guests might be Christopher Appel. He's the grand manager. He's the general manager there, and he's been on this show, and he's also been on the Ticket Stub.
Yeah.
And so he loves our radio station, so you might be able to get him on.
He listens to the Cindy Cochran Show quite frequently, we found out.
I got busted. Because he listened to the show the day before he was going to come on, and I was telling everybody on that show, y'all better not say anything about me taking spaghetti and cheeseburgers into the theater, okay? Nobody say anything about that, all right? And then he comes on the show, and he goes, Cindy, guess what? I listened to your show yesterday. I went, you did? Oh, that's so good. Oops. So, anyway, he's great. He's a great interview, so if you want to, and you can drop my name. Drop my name. No, shut up.
So who's your favorite male actor and female actor?
My favorite male actor, I'm going to go with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay, you're a Leoite.
And my favorite female actor, that's a hard one. That is really a hard one. I'm going to go with Margot Robbie, because I just really like almost pretty much everything she does, from The Wolf of Wall Street. I even think she was good in Suicide Squad.
Okay, that's
you know what you got to wear? You got to wear a fedora hat and do this show.
Indiana Jones?
Yeah, you need to wear that and do this show. He has that persona, like, I'm going to tell you what it's all about. And you got your hands on your hip, and here we are. And this is have that hat.
He needs a little more age to him, I think, to pull off the Indiana Jones. Because Indiana, that was the whole. He was the old anthropologist. What was he?
Well, it's that old time reporter also look. With the hat, with the fedora hat. So, and with the glasses. Okay, that's great. Hey, we have to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about who's coming on Wednesday. Remember, Wednesday, everybody who's a Bob Smiley fan, yes, Bob Smiley is back, and he'll be here live on Wednesday. So we're just going to keep talking about that and keep promoting that. But you're listening to the Cindy Cochran Show, and it's real reality radio when you're listening to the Cindy Cochran Show. And we want to thank our sponsor, again, Wooten Financial Group, for sponsoring this show and keeping it on the air. We love you, Wooten Financial Group. Yes. Woo woo.
Don't miss Lone Star Community Radio on TV and YouTube. Our talk show and music shows are featured on Our City TV, Suddenlink Channel 12, and have their own YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe to keep up with posted shows and comment on them below the video.
Every week I get asked the same two questions. Am I ready to retire? Will my savings last for our lifetime? Hi, this is Chris Wooten with Wooten Financial Group. Our firm has been in Montgomery County for decades, but the hopes and dreams of the people we serve never change. If these two questions are on your mind, we'd like to help. We have a simple, introductory client experience that allows us to get to know you and includes a few meetings for you to kick the tires at no charge. We'll provide you with a one-page summary that helps you get a better handle on which questions are the right questions for you. To take the first step to a clear direction for your retirement, call Wooten Financial at 936-449-5952. That's 936-449-5952. Or visit us on the web at wootenfinancial.com. That's WOOTTON financial.com. Get started today.
And we're back on the Cindy Cochran Show. I've got Austin McComb in the house with me, who's has a show that's going to be coming up, and he'll be back and talking about entertainment. You may have to come back on my show and just do a segment until you get your show underway. And then we've got Jake, the engineer.
Hi, guys.
And we have Jayden.
How do you do?
Yeah, so we got full house, and we're going to talk a little bit of movie right now. You saw Baby Driver.
I did.
And you loved it.
Absolutely loved it.
So did one of the famous critics said he gave it 4.5. He said he loved that show. And so this came out of nowhere. I mean,
it really did.
When people said Baby Driver, what?
Well, and I've seen previews for it for a few months now.
Yeah.
But I go to movies all the time, and there's people that it's been out for a week and a half now, and they were like, "Wait, what movie? I've never even heard of this."
Right. That's what I mean. It did not get the play a lot of the others, and they came out in a horrible time because everything else that was coming out. But it has caught on. People are really excited about it.
So its opening weekend won't be as successful, but I think its overall box office will do probably as well as Guardians.
Yeah. That's the way how excited they are about it. It could. And what did you now? Don't give anything away because I haven't seen it yet. I want to see it. What did you like most about it?
I think what I really liked most about it is I always like whenever I don't know the actor and I come out wanting to know more about him.
Right.
And the person who played the character of Baby, I'd never seen him before.
Right.
And I want to see him again in something. I don't care what it is that he does, but he was absolutely great in the role that he played.
He's just taken off. He's like on fire right now. So that's cool. And then the one that, this is about him being the driver for the escape. He's in the car that, what do you call it? The getaway
driver.
Yeah, getaway driver. And so that's, if you guys want to see something fun, it seems like a good popcorn action movie to watch.
But there's a lot more to it than that, because whenever I was telling my friends about it, I told them, it's about a getaway driver, and they're like, it's a heist movie like Ocean's 11. I was like, no, listen to me. There's a lot more to it. Mm-hmm. It's got romance, it has drama, it has a lot of comedy. There's a lot of funny people in it. Jamie Foxx, he's hilarious.
Oh, that's right, he's in it. Yeah, I love him. I love him very much. There's a lot of shows to go see, and then the one that
Dunkirk
is happening. Well, the one you were talking about earlier.
Oh, The Big Sick. Yeah. So The Big Sick is Dharmesh, I think is how you pronounce that, his name. He is a comedian, very famous, and his career has grown and grown and grown. And you go through this story, and if you don't know anything about his career, but you go through this story where he plays himself, and then at the very end, you find out that it's actually a true story, and it's his actual life.
Right.
And it was just
it's
very
the family.
It's family friendly. There's some adult humor in there, but if you took kids like Samuel or Cindy's age, they wouldn't get it. It'd go right over their head, and it's not inappropriate or vulgar.
But it's about the blending and all the things that they had to go through blending the family, right?
Well, yeah. The challenge that, of how him and his wife ended up together.
Right.
And, two different cultures and
coming
just a
together.
clash, and then, and it was a wonderful story. And it's done by Amazon Studios. That was my first Amazon Studios movie. I haven't seen another one, or I haven't seen any other ones yet, and I really enjoyed
it was good.
Their production that they did there.
Well, they said that it's really funny, and I'm glad you said it was true, because I like when I go in knowing it's a true story, watching it, instead of it being like at the end, it goes, this was a true story. At the end.
Oh, they show pictures of their actual wedding, which was cool.
Awesome.
Which is real cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Have you ever seen Fault in Our Stars?
I know a lot about it, but based on principle that I don't see many rom-com movies.
I know I had seen Ansel Elgort, I think is how you pronounce his last name. That's Baby Driver. That's who plays
Oh.
Baby. He is the main character in Fault in Our Stars.
Well, now I have to see
Now
it.
he has to see it. Thank you, there you go. Not only sports, but entertainment and movies as well. Just amazing guy. I've got to push again the fact that Wednesday we're having Bob Smiley. Tomorrow's Michael Player, country artist, and we're going to try and challenge him.
Michael Player.
Oh, what did I say?
Yeah, you said Michael Player, but you got to say it right. You got to say Michael Player.
That's true. A lot of his fans may not get it.
That's right. We got Michael Player. in the
Michael
house.
Players are going to be here tomorrow, and we're going to try and challenge the boy to do a country song right here on the air, live, write a country song.
We should come up with a challenge for him, maybe about Skittles, a country song about Skittles.
See, when he was here, I gave him the subject matter. I said, here's the subject matter, Mama's home cooking. And he goes, okay. And he wrote a story about he left home when he was 16 and he does all this stuff, but all he keeps remembering is his mama's home cooking, wanting to come back to it. It was so cute. I almost cried. So anyway, that's going to happen tomorrow. And then Wednesday, Bob Smiley, amazing. Just do bobsmiley.com and listen to some of his skits. He's a Christian comedian, so you don't have to worry about anybody in the family listening to it. But he's funny. He's really good. He does a lot of family stuff and all that. Just and then being a Christian in an evil world. No,
Oh, come on.
no, he doesn't say that. But he's really, really good. And they have a tour that he's doing with this other girl that it's single is not a 4-letter word. And so they've been going around and doing this tour. He's going to tell us about that. So anyway, all you Bob Smiley fans, be sure and
This will be my first Bob
get
Smiley
this right.
show.
Yeah, you are going to love him. It's like when I first had to interview him, it was like how everybody that had to interview Robin Williams felt.
Yeah.
Because you could not control. He's just bam, 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 bam. So anyway, it's fun.
Because that's you just named my favorite stand-up comedian.
Oh, well, that's who he reminded me of when I first saw him. But
I'm real excited.
Okay, you'll love him. That's on Wednesday, and tomorrow is Michael Playa. So, listen, Austin, here's your deal. So you're gonna come on my show. You'll come on my show once in a while, and you'll give me your number and stuff, and you can tell me all about what you think. You sound very opinionated, which is I have the reigning queen.
Well, we don't want to steal too much away from his show.
Well, but if he comes in and gives us a taste, a tease, this is just he just comes in and teases us with some stuff that is going on. I'm talking about when he gets his own show, I don't want to see him anymore. But until then, he can keep promoting until the show's done, because believe me, Richard's going to run you through the ringer. And I feel so
It's
bad
challenging,
for
but
you.
I just went through it, and it's not that hard.
Yeah. I mean, for people like you guys, you should be fine. We're out of time because I had one more thing.
Real quick.
Okay.
2 seconds.
I just found out.
1. All right, go to music.
Austin is 18 years old, and he does know how to write in cursive. And I went, how's that possible? Were you homeschooled? He goes, no, I went to Willis High. You go to Willis High School?
I did go to Willis High School.
Okay.
I graduated.
See, so Willis people, we're keeping the history of cursive.
the dead language going.
No, it's not. It's
Dead
not
language.
dead. I'm just so upset that nobody knows how to read cursive that's under 20 years old or something. Okay. All right, guys. We're gone. We'll be here tomorrow. Thank you, Wooten Financial Group. Thank you. And you guys be back with us tomorrow, 10 to 11, the Cindy Cochran Show. Oh, yeah, real reality radio. Hi, this is Cindy Cochran, and I want to thank you for checking out the Cindy Cochran Show and invite you to listen live every weekday morning from 10 to 11 on FM 106.1 and on 104.5 and globally on irlonestar.com. The show you just fell in love with was recorded and will be posted on our podcast channels on iTunes and Google Play. You can even watch the show on our YouTube and on TV with our City TV Channel 12 on Suddenlink. So make sure to subscribe to keep up with me. My Facebook page, The Cindy Cochran Show, is always a good place to contact me through messages, to interact live on the air and ask questions, make suggestions, whatever. Special shout out to the show title sponsor, the Wooten Financial Group.
Thanks for checking out this podcast of Lone Star Community Radio, Montgomery County's community radio station.
If you enjoyed this recording, make sure to check out our past shows online at irlonestar.com or their respective video or podcast formats on YouTube, Google Play, or iTunes. If you have any questions regarding the show, either it being about sponsorships or questions for the host, contact the station manager at dick@irlonestar.com or call the station at 936-647-3776. This show was recorded in downtown Conroe, Texas at the Lone Star Community Radio Studios, and Lone Star Community Radio reserves all rights to this recording and images.